Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the honorable member will help a lot. In his opening remarks, counsel for the county assembly told us that the governor is a very bad man. Is it your evidence that he is a bad man? And if so, the people of Kakamega are waiting in respect of the accident that was at Fort Tenan, Londiani. The people who died were predominantly from Kakamega. In fact, Mukulusu village, a family of 4 was wiped out. So they would like to hear that the bad man, the governor, is the one that we are talking about, and more importantly, during your investigation, Honorable, did you establish whether the purported 90,000 that was supposed to go to victims as compensation was actually received, or was it only indicated on paper and the reported bad man did not make the actual delivery?
Senator Mungatana.
Asante Bwana Spika. Mimi nilikuwa nauliza katika hii ripoti ya Londiani, Mheshimiwa ametuambia kulikuwa wenyekiti wawili. Kulikuwa county commissioner mwenyekiti, kulikuwa county secretary mwenyekiti. Lakini katika mazungumzo yake sikusikia ataje hatua gani zimechukuliwa dhidi ya county commissioner. Maana kama kuna hatua zimechukuliwa upande huu, lazima pande hii pia achukue hatua. Kwa hivyo nilikuwa nataka kujua kama mheshimiwa katika recommendation zenu ama katika ile report kuna hatua gani mmechukua, ama ilikuwa target ni moja na ni hiyo peke yake. Asante Speaker.
Senator Mundegi.
Asante Bwana Spika. Swali langu kwa mheshimiwa wa Kericho. Katika Kenya kuna mipangilio ya kazi wakati pesa imekuja masinani ama kwa serikali, mambo ya Procurement Act. Na kama mlikuwa naangalia kazi vizuri, ndio tunjue mnasema ukweli. Mliangalia katika kila wakati yote kuna tangazwa pre-qualified contractors na suppliers wa vitu, hata youth na disabilities. Wale watu wote mmetanza wamelipwa pesa. Wakati mlikuwa naendelea kufanya oversight, mliangalia ama walikuwa pre-qualified, ama walikuwa wamekuwa gazetted kasile kubwa, ama walipata kazi namna gani, ama wakati unajua pia kuna system ya kunjaza ile kazi kila kona, sio mambo ya kupatiwa makaratasi. Mliangalia hiyo mambo mkaona kama ilikuwa inajia ile inafaa, ndio muweze kuona, kwa sababu wakati kazi imetangazwa mpaka wale watapeana kazi mpaka angalie mtu wa chini na wa juu walinjaza hiyo makaratasi namna gani, ndio ifike hapo na walipwa namna gani. Asante Bwana Speaker.
Senator Osotsi.
Thank you, Speaker. My question to the witness is that the system that was used to do the voting, according to the evidence before us, is a system that was developed locally by your people. Is that the case? And if that is the case, speaking as an IT expert, we know that once a system has been developed and installed, there are processes that are done to make the users of that system be able to use the system well. What were the circumstances in which the system was installed today, and then the next day it was supposed to be used for an important exercise of voting? What are those circumstances? And why was training not done properly before the MCS could be allowed to use this system which was developed locally? Number two, I am sure, being an elected MCA, you understand a bit of IT, having gone to school. Do you think it is safe to use IPPDT and a password which is an ID number to log into a system, what would be your basic requirement of a strong IT security environment? Would an ID or an HR number, IPDD, be inappropriate to log into such a very high sensitive system?
Senator Kisang.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I have two issues. Number one is, as a third term MCA, I believe when the last impeachment case failed, I expected you to go back to the county, reconcile with the governor, and work for the people of Kericho County. Did you make an effort as a senior member of the assembly to sit down and see how you can work for the county and with the governor? And then lastly, Honorable Speaker, I wanted to find out from the MCA, during the 14th day, how many MCAs in total were in the chambers? Because from the results that we have seen, it's only 33 that voted. The other 14, what did they do? Did they, because they expected to be either absent or abstain or vote no? And then the last one, if I still have time, if you go to volume 4A of the county assembly, you have said the challenges they faced at the committee. There was limited access to critical information that the committee required to verify allegations raised in the Kasim Tani. Who is this particular person? Who? How come you were not able to access any information on this particular report on Kasim Tani?
Senator Abbas.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Mheshimiwa Doc, my question is that, as you're aware, the governor is the CEO of the county. The governor commits no funds, signs nowhere. But of course, we have all the institutions in place. We have the treasury, we have the accounts, you have the procurement, and even the time of giving the contracts, there are committees that have been formed. In your investigation of the other committee, was there anybody who was committed for committing the anomalies that you have now found, that they gave contract to people, they paid the money before you came to the governor? Was there anybody who has been sacked? Was there anybody that you have recommended and the government has failed to sack? Or you feel that the governor is directly capable of doing, all that wrongs are taking place?
Senator Kavindu Agnes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. My question is about the Kazi Mitaani. You say that there was no legislation in place. There was no law in place. And yet, you MCRs are the people who should be doing the legislation to put the law in place. And that said, I'm wondering if you now have a law in place for Kazi Mtaani again, if it happens to come again, and about the procurement. Is it the governor who is supposed to procure all the procurement officers? And were the companies which were given the procurement pre-qualified in the county? And were the people who worked paid their monies? Thank you.
Senator Wafula.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. I have clearly listened to our good MCA talk. My question comes here. Did we have any MCA in the steering committee of this arrangement for the burial of these deceased people? how much did the MCAs and the county assembly contribute towards this kitty that you are crying about for the injured and the bereaved? And if you went there as mourners, assume you appeared in nowhere, how do mourners start auditing accounts of funds they have not contributed? And finally, did you expect the governor or any other person to float tenders on how this money is going to be used and who will audit these accounts? Thank you.
Senator Sek.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. To the witness, now that we realize the Londiani tragedy, on the issue of the signatories, where the accountants are staff of the county, we have heard from you that these officers have been sacked. How do you make this House to understand the misappropriations of funds is attached to the governor? 2, the Kazi Mtaani program, the terminations, we've seen the termination and the sacking of employees in regards to this program. How else can you convince this House that the governor has not acted on this issue to make sure that is warrant for his impeachment? Thank you.
Lastly, Senator Morango.
Asante sana Mr. Speaker. Swali yangu itaenda kwa mheshimiwa kwamba ili kung'amua mbivu na mbichi venye kura zilipigwa na wakilishi wandi, wale 9 ambao wanasema kupiga kura lakini walihusika katika mchakato mzima wa kumng'atua gavana, kunaye yote ambaye walichangia na kuko na ushahidi kwamba isipokuwa kupiga kura peke yake alichangia katika mchakato mzima ule kwa kuongea katika mbunge la kaunti ya Kericho, ili tuweze kujua ya kwamba alisema nini, kwa sababu anayechangia hujulikana na asiyechangia anajulikana. Asante sana Mr. Speaker.
Honorable MCA, you may now proceed to respond to those queries.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, before I proceed, now that I'll need to very fast